What's up, Digital Collective 828? This is Rashina.
And Sean,
We are back on to share some updates. We want to talk about Bitcoin. You've seen it dropping. Like I know y'all seen it dropping. We want to talk about this Franklin Templeton ETF and the misprediction of the date, giving that out for going live today. And we want to talk about something with Bitcoin and Epstein.
yeah, oh boy,
So let's just jump right into it. So the first thing is Bitcoin. Oh my goodness. You know, Bitcoin had got up to in its peak in October over $126,000. And then in the Asian markets, it had dropped to like under $89,000 and change in the Asian markets around 9 something this morning. My goodness.
it sounds like somebody's selling off on Bitcoin. That's the only way it's gonna go down. It seems like people are selling Bitcoin for some reason. It's selling.
Listen, it says that from our research, it says that the spot ETF that BlackRock manages for Bitcoin, IBIT, that BlackRock saw a 1.26 billion of net outflows just this month. Outflows. One point.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. That is a lot. So it's dropped like at least about 30% from the high we just talked about in October. People speculate that this movement was driven by uncertainty surrounding the U.S. Federal Reserve's interest rate path and weak flows into Bitcoin spot ETF.
Well,
So,
I think also too. I think these big corporations like BlackRock and I guess what J.P. Morgan, they've been selling off on their Bitcoins. When you got a large corporation like that, it starts selling off on Bitcoin. That makes the price go down because they're taking profit.
right, right, right. So you can check out what we just said about the price yourself regarding about the 89,000, how it dropped to that one point today. Now, I'm not saying it's at that point right now, currently, as we do this video, but I'm saying on November 18th that the Asian
Mhm.
markets did report that it dropped to around that level.
And that's today.
So today, if you're watching this video on November 18th. So I'm just giving you the date. So no matter when you see the video, you'll know what I'm referring to.
Hmm.
Then also check this out. Some analysts has also reported that they saw a in Bitcoin's chart something called a
At
death
today.
cross
Hmm.
formed in Bitcoin's chart. So it's a bearish technical signal when the 50-day moving average crosses below the 200-day moving average. So
That's very
yeah,
interesting. A death cross. That don't sound good, but hey.
yeah, yeah. So it just shows that the moment traders see this as a bearish signal, that meaning the price could continue to fall.
Oh, man.
So yeah, so think of it like this: if the short-term trend is dropping faster than the long-term trend, like
Hmm.
so, short-term is saying it's dropping faster than the long-term trend. That's the sign of momentum is going downward. So
That's be- that's
just to
because
explain,
that's because people are selling Bitcoin. I wonder why they selling Bitcoin.
who knows? But listen, that's where we at today. Yeah, and you know, people say, why is XRP falling? Why is this one falling? I'm so concerned. We talked about microeconomic events before, how, you know, other things that happen in the crypto space often affect more than just the one crypto.
Right.
So, you know, this thing about Bitcoin can cause fear or speculation and volatility in other coins that actually have value.
Correct.
The next thing, since we're on Bitcoin, you want to go ahead and share your insight of what you know about Bitcoin and Epstein, what you done heard about that.
Well, according to my research, that they're saying that Epstein had paid people to come up with Bitcoin. So now, actually today, the Congress voted on to pass the bill to open up the Epstein files today. So now
Mm,
the files gonna come open, and I guess they're gonna reveal a lot of things other than Bitcoin that's gonna be out there. But they said Epstein had something to do with Bitcoin. That's a shocker right there. Everybody
woo,
been
that
trying
is.
to figure out how Bitcoin was created, who Bitcoin was created by, and now they saying Epstein has something to do with it. Wow, that's
Mm,
crazy. And that's going to be interesting if once this file comes out, all these countries that have Bitcoin, are they still going to continue using it? That's the question.
right. Because, you know, like we said before, and this is us just for awareness. So Bitcoin people and the Bitcoin people who really support Bitcoin, do not attack us for what we're saying. We're just giving the information as it is. So not influencing either way. But
Right.
Bitcoin, truly it is really built on speculation. It's built on, what people think the value is. It really doesn't have any other thing that you could tie its value to other than me thinking it's worth something.
Right.
Are you thinking it's worth something?
Correct.
So, that in itself is very volatile to me. Just, having no real tether or connection to something that causes it to have value.
Correct.
So let's go. You got anything else on the Epstein and Bitcoin?
The files though it being released to pass it to open up. So we'll keep you in tune once the files is released or if it's released.
All right. So I want to talk about Franklin Templeton, that the date of what today saying that the ETF was going to launch. So, that was not a correct date, obviously, because we didn't see it launch, right? Right. So, but actually it looks like that 20-day window was tied to November 4th when they filed, I believe it's called a S1 form or something like that.
Yes, that's correct.
So a S1 form. And so the 20 days was tied to that date. And that's the date that, correct me if I'm wrong, Sean, where they were able to accelerate because of this, accelerate the process of the paperwork with the SEC due
Right.
to who was it that sped that up?
Paul Atkins.
Okay, so all right, so he sped it up. And when they filed that form, the 20-day window started from November 4th. So the actual date that they have, the SEC has for whatever they're going to do is November 24th.
Right.
So that's the date that we should be looking at is November 20th
Yeah.
as well. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And we just gave you the reason why we're saying November 24th. So this is something you can also look up yourself. Because I gave you the name of the form and you're able to get the information, just Google it, and to find more information out about this yourself. But still, we still have a lot of impactful things happening in this space,
Right.
specifically related to XRP and related to the space as a whole, as relates to the ISO upcoming date, the ISO go live date on November 22nd. So lots of things to be connected to. So make sure that you have your bell on to be able to see us when we go live, because we're going to go live this week. So we don't know
That's
the
right.
date yet all the time, but if you have that subscribe button on, you will immediately know when we go live, and catch us if you can there. And so in the meantime, like, share, and subscribe. Share this with someone who you feel would benefit from our channel and how we explain and how we share information in this space.
That's right.
So you got anything else, Sean, before we wrap up?
Hey, like, share, comment, subscribe, and you already know what to do. Put that X.
Put that X in the chat. If you watch to the end, we appreciate you guys. And we're looking forward to connecting with you guys live, because I'm telling you, you guys are so engaging when we get online. So we'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Deuces.
Thing.